Welcome to ThisisNel channel, and today we are making mushroom stew with some beef. So take your mushroom and wash them properly. You can use running water or you can place them in a bowl and clean nicely. Then you drain the excess water, and this is what we are going to use for the stew. We are going to use some green bell pepper. This is straight from the garden. Green bell pepper, two green bell peppers, and some potatoes. Those are the green peppers, 2 green peppers, 2 big tomatoes, 2 medium-sized red onions, your mushrooms that have diced into 4, and your carrots that have been chopped into small cubes, very small cubes. So those are all the ingredients that you are going to use for the stew. Potatoes, bell peppers, don't forget your minced meat. It is 250 grams minced meat. Tomatoes, onions, your mushrooms, and your carrots, and your green bell peppers. I also added some coriander. Then we are going to use the beef stock, and this is some meat that I have, so I boiled it. Then I'm going to use that as the stock. So now in a large sufuria, you add your red onions, and we are going to fry them until they are golden brown. You stir as the onion browns. Stir as the onion browns. And then take your potatoes and pre-boil them for at least 5 minutes, so that when you add them to the stew, they'll take less time to cook. So you boil them for at least 5 minutes in a separate cooking pot. So these are your onions. They are already browning, and they are almost ready. You see, they are browning. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to drain the excess water from the potatoes, and as you can see, the beef stock is doing quite well. Then now in your browned red onions, you add your minced meat and a teaspoon of salt, or add salt to taste according to your taste buds. So these your potatoes. I've already drained the excess water, and these are all the spices that we're going to use: garlic, garam masala, paprika, coriander, and chicken masala. So those are the spices that we are going to use. There they are: paprika, garlic, garam masala, coriander, and chicken masala. 5 spices. That's what we are going to use. So I'm mixing them in a small bowl so that I can add them to the already cooking meat, minced meat. So this is your meat already, so you add your 5 spices. They are ground spices. Add and mix together with the already cooking minced meat. So I've added my 5 spices, and I'm now mixing nicely so that the meat can absorb all the spices. Now you add your tomatoes and cover, and reduce the heat to low, so that the tomatoes can cook and become tender and make some nice sauce. So your broth now is almost ready, and as you can see, it's very thick and lovely. So this is your meat and your tomatoes. Now you add your mushrooms nicely. You're adding your mushrooms and add and stir, then cover the pot so that the mushrooms can also take up the spices. Now I've covered, and now the broth, the chicken broth, the beef broth is already ready now. Next, I'm adding the pre-boiled potatoes to the mushrooms and to the minced meat. As you can see, it's already becoming some really nice stew. And next, add your nicely diced carrots and stir, mix them together, then cover under low to medium heat. Next, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of butter, and the next thing that you're going to do is that you're going to add your beef broth so that the mushrooms can cook nicely, and so that also the carrots can become tender, and so that this stew can become really nice and stewy as you'd want it to. So as you can see, it's really nice, it looks delicious, and it's really sweet looking. As you can see, it's very delicious. Next, you're going to add some Worcester sauce, just a few drops into the stew. Add like 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce and stir. And the last ingredient that you're going to add is the bell peppers and coriander, and your stew is almost ready. It smells so good, it looks so awesome. I wish you can smell it. It smells so delicious. So the stew is ready. Now you're going to simmer for about 4 minutes and it's ready. So the mushrooms took about 30 minutes and to cook, and that is the final product with some soup and without some soup, and you can serve with some fluffy pancakes or the flat bread.